Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Whoa, yeah, baby, listen to me. Oh yeah, welcome to the Plaid Lady, Plaid Lady, Plaid Lady, yeah, baby. Welcome to the Plaid Lady tonight. Oh, whoa. I said, welcome to the Plaid Lady, the Plaid Lady, Plaid Lady. Eating cookies with the Plaid Lady and talking politics tonight. Oh, talking politics. I said, we're talking politics tonight. And we're talking all about housing tonight. Hello, I am the Plaid Lady, and this is my third special, and it is about housing. Yes, now my amazing, amazing viewers and readers and listeners and fans out there, hello, love you. Today we are exploring foods, what defines a favorite food or an unfavorite food, and what defines them as a group, as people. And why has the recommendation work, education, and company creation programs stalled? And its impact has strained humanitarian laws here. In various ways, we ended up with the famous Israeli Santorini Polaris group running cults and collegiate fraternities and sororities in Columbus, and how this will lead after the April 2024 eclipse and into the 2025 judgments. First, foods. There are foods that can make you run to the toilet, make you fart, and make your breath stink. Raise your blood sugar, make you fat. So what is an unfavored food versus a favored food like green beans or an apple? They do all these things: increase illness, worms, parasites, and bacterial infections. Let me reiterate, an unfavored food makes you look bad or leave a bad impression. Increases or exploits illness or kills, lets parasites, leeches, bugs, worms, cysts in, and more. It can even kill you. Second, favored food. What makes a favored food? It makes you healthy, causes minimal or less of these same problems, enriches health, lowers blood pressure and blood sugar. It doesn't make you run to the bathroom unless, under circumstances, the people on top of the social ladder eat it on a daily basis. Think bananas. Foods like that. Bananas, tomatoes, carrots. How does this apply to people? Third, the social elites and top elites apply this through work and clothes and having created a caste system to India's and Israel's. The clone system, which I will simplify, which was created more so in ancient Egypt than anything else, and in Greece, is this: red first, beloved; green second, blue third, black fourth, pink fifth, or an unloved or unwanted. People in red, green, blue get to reproduce and should wear yellow in the Americas when pregnant. People who are heirs must wear their colors once a month in the U.S., which is red, green, blue, or black. Once a week in most foreign nations everywhere else. Unfavorites must wear pink or black on their shoes or purse or whatever, or on their clothes. Only people in red can wear stripes, animal print, and white. The unpossessed people must wear gray or brown. Or enslaved, you definitely have to wear brown or tan. Only people in red get to wear plaid or gingham. Only people who are royals or for jobs or careers that are with companies that like purple or connected to royals must wear purple. Only people in green and blue get to wear orange, which is a shame. I like that color. Okay. Now, how does this system go off the rails? Okotamana iniko sepito too. Hidden evils in plain sight. As you could have guessed, people like those in the Israeli Santorini Polaris group sabotage decent people and rig it for their families. By rapid gossip cycles, scams like the one my sister found herself in, indifference, embarrassment, hatred, and disownment, abandonment, bribery, sabotage, and neglect by family and former friends and exes, all the way to the top or the bottom of morality and the social climax vortex of power. To gain this, they had to take first from the disowned, the hated, the orphaned, the poor, impoverished, displaced, unhoused, convicts, criminals, cooks, drug and alcohol addicts, veterans, and the homeless and the elderly. The least of these, which as soon as we find these people, we can interview them on one of our shows. Hopefully we will someday. How do people failing to be hospitable make amends because of the legal contracts and humanitarian laws lead to an eclipse and within a year Ohio and the Americas judgments? Truth is, for World War III, we've been overdue for a while, like the 60s. By starting by breaking a treaty similar to what we see in Taylor Swift's Bad Blood music video, with secret agents and hot dresses in an office, causing martial arts and theft and chaos. It starts out like that, but James Bond stuff. But by not allowing the 20% to make amends, or by making the algorithm for the AIs and computers processing them so thin, almost too thin, leaving too many people without a home or clothes or medicine or plumbing or food and work. And when the military knows their elimination of former convicts and veterans literally left out in the cold and rain is too high, then by writing legal contracts and judging them incorrectly and notarizing them as legal, they are not legal, but scams and schemes. Enforcing geniuses are above IQ 110, 33% of Ohio millennials, 25% of Generation Xers, 15% of Gen Zers, over hair color, over naturally occurring blonde and red hair, freckles, tanning blue eyes, or green eyes, snow white fair skin, discriminating against blondes and gingers over a rigged popularity system brought by parents and grandparents on the top 4,000 to keep the status, 40,000 to keep the status quo, or top 33%. And the truth is, Plaid Ladies for every group. Who said that? Anyway, Plaid Ladies for every group. Enforcing these people against their free will, let me make my point, against our free will over rigged and bribed for gossip and lied about scores. And to illegally religious comments of sane demons and witches. There are consequences for you and the entire team and neighborhood. Fight back in any shape, way, or form. Applying this to colleges, jobs, careers, baking, education, teaching, family, child rearing, babysitting, pets, veterans, healthcare, businesses, etc., etc., etc. Anything one could apply for, really. Will it keep Obama and keep Milton happy? Really? This is what this all comes down to? Beyond the ridiculous and the failures of Governor DeWine and the congressmen and Mayor Steven Stivers. All to kiss Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and Oprah's exorbitant fat, rich asses. So they keep this insane law, used to enslave Moses and disown him in the time of the Pharaoh Ramses. That's brought into new lows in world decay and depravity. Makes an unfavored, unliked, disliked, hated, unloved, unwanted, undesirable into a slave. Lies them their heritages, their birthrights, and enslaves them, and forces them to become a pinata and a punching bag, so the politicians, government leaders, and business leaders remain unaccountable and controlled in power. In favor groups: poor, orphan, jobless, homeless, unhoused, elderly, sick, demon-possessed, schema-possessed, mutants, former science experiments, and mentally ill. This custom was created so a king or ruler of a government could see the beloved climbing up the ring, steal your brown shirt, and get you gone. If you get my point. So you cannot obtain power, fame, wealth, or strategic win. And then this group in the bottom, where some of us are actually at and pretend not to be, in brown and black and navy blue and pink and gray, has its own codes, conducts, and morals. It would need its own government departments. Some do. Orphans, jobless, and terminally ill have some degree of rights and hospitality and protections, inspired through the Bible and through Jewish Torah in the Old Testament. This cultural of hostility towards the unfavoreds has been growing and gaining in worse moral codes against people like us through. In certain parts of town, they will still house you for the night, and most people will help them to a shelter. Well, it has been growing against unfavorites in recent years. It has grown against Sephardic Jews related to Hispanic, Blacks, Germans, and Irish. This culture of inhospitality, hate, and hostility, as well as against Semitic and Farsi and Orthodox Persian Jews. As far as I care, a Jew is a Jew, a Christian is a Christian, no matter what they may look like to me. This hate culture with the protest of Palestine versus Israel has grown against everyday people. Not everyone has friends on both sides, like a lot of famous people do. It has grown against unfavored, impoverished, and former lower classes as fellows of World War II in Germany in 1937 to 1943, and have been returning steadily into the local and regional Ohio culture. And the Plaid Lady 17 Special 3 Part 1. Congratulations, you got your undergraduate. Alright. Housing and collegiate laws for Ohio and Franklin County by Plaid Lady 17. Special 3, Part 2, Housing and Collegiate Laws. And a lot of copyright. Dear amazing viewers and readers, welcome to our third special on food, housing, and collegiate education laws. Forgive whoever it was that was laughing or yelling earlier. I think it was my roommate. Anyway, and why they should be changed and why everyone should know and understand the basics of mind control and gemstones. We'll do that as this mini episode. Alright. As well as how to make and regain friends if one is unfavored or friendless. We'll make that into mini episodes with our healthcare special at the end. Alright, today we are doing a huge, deep, hardcore, old school 1990s deep dive into ownership and how the unfavored custom got out of control and how this threatens education, religion, work, and housing locally in Columbus, Ohio, and regionally. Someone doesn't want the special out. We even cover concerts in part 2. A lot of screenshots of Google searches at Plaid Lady. I am committed to making this show the best. I get pulled in therapy, con, and bullying, and stolen from by my parents, medical personnel, famous, rich, and all people over idiotic feudalism laws that ignore humanitarianism and Christianity, all in popularity theory and revenge. And they took my AC adapter again, all for their T-Mobile stocks to rise. Is Newman, Mr. Hospital, Mr. Arms, and salad dressing that much of a bully? We don't need you in politics, sir. And please don't go after the little guy. You know I'm as little as they get, so leave me alone. Alright, now let's do this. They're lying about housing. They can't discriminate in a four-season state, as in spring, summer, fall, and winter, for your race, religion, even weird-ass brainwashed ones, and sexual orientation or popularity in Ohio. The favorites laws were in Ohio initially in the 1500s, 1600s, and used by 10 tribes in the U.S., or the states. A chieftain is still a monarchy, and this created problems, and people built without permits. It was meant to be temporary, but no new order was ever attempted. Then in 1789, Ohio became established. In 1799, Dayton became our first true city. The law stayed stagnant. Now fast forward to 1920s, women's suffrage became a thing, and we were allowed to teach, hold office, be favored by our forces, to own property of land, vehicles, livestock, and to vote. This opened Ohio to a larger market than World War I, and World War II hit the U.S. and the Great Depression hard. So we have the Fair Housing Act from 1942 originally, crime votes and votes in cars by flipping the bird. Disney do not write laws anymore. This was one of them, and you should not write it. You should not have written it. Due to the racism at the time, we have a racist and biased system towards the darkly complected people. Read yourself. 100 votes already reward to women with black hair, 75 to brunettes and grays, 50 to blondes, gingers, and whites hairs. Against the American Irish and American Germans. Only a third at that time even lived by racist philosophies, and less by Nazi or foreign governments, as well as Sephardic Jews. They tried updating it. It lacks so much. It really, really needs gone over and really updated. Second lies is about cars. When these people say things like this, no one likes you, you're a loser, you can't own a car. But I need a doctor to certify that 8 to 10 times that. At least 8 to 10 times before I can't legally drive a car. Not over some half-ass accident hanging on medium over rigged, illegal contracts, legal contests, debt collections, and harassment, tree girl. Stop stealing from me, Royal Roseburg of Dunkin' Donuts. Can't you carve your own life out? Why do you need mine? People I love, my pets, and my children. Third is concerts, which as long as I'm good with the entertainers, many are homeless or travel anyways. I'm not going to say who, because that's no one's business. But I can sing Never Be Backstreet, which is a new song I wrote, and Beautiful Woman with the Backstreet Boys if I want. And you can't stop me. They can. You can't. Can you change seats? Yes, if those people don't show up the first hour, you have every right. You got your ticket. You're right there. They're not there in the third row? Oh well, you can walk up to the front of the concert and see it. Fourth, unfavorites can't be educated. Newman, you won't get sued. No one will get hurt. I'm not Phillips. I'm not after you. Pause video for 3 minutes until you calm down. Okay, did you pause yet? Okay, I'm assuming you did. Fourth is complicated in France and countries with monarchies. If you prove it is hearsay or gossip and your academic record was changed by bullies or by a teacher that did not like you and can prove that they were doing it to get your house or something or property of value, or approved by recommendation letters, and the state and county can't stop you. You still must follow the rules to the schools, though. You still gotta follow the laws, rules, and social contracts at the school. And that's how you would be able to go against the you can't get educated law. Except in France, they can still hold that against you. Anyway, this concludes Special 3. You graduated with honors. Thank you. Now let's get to showing those pictures. This is what you're all here for. Oh, 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 hey, hey, hey. Oh, yeah. Eating dessert with the Plaid Lady tonight. Oh, eating cheese and crackers with the Plaid Lady tonight. Yay. Loving eating with the chocolate chip cookies and the Plaid Lady tonight. Eating cookies with the Plaid Lady tonight. Yay! Oh, I'm eating cookies with a Plaid Lady and talking politics tonight. I'm eating talking politics with a Plaid Lady tonight. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah, 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 yes. Ooh, 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 is that in those masks? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are they back? Are they back? Are they back? Are they back? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yet. Not yet. Eating with Plaid Lady tonight. I'm eating cookies with Plaid Lady and talking politics.